boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 50, Max, 50. I got one. Shoot! Go. Kill. 22, check, over. 22, check, cover. You got tape.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Kill. Check three. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check your hot read.
They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action now. Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. But now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Set. 60 out low. Hey, here I come. Back. No. Off. Go. Show it. Go. Check nickel. Check 40. Set up.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Jackson now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
SOS, 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 SOS. Come back! Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Get ready, get ready. 61, matchbox, light. Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Yellow. Smell fear in that offense.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 46.
Yellow. There's a water, right? With us. Check 50, check 50. 15, 15. Kill, kill, kill. Chopper, chopper. Hey, alert 3.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 20. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
First down, Ravens.
58, right over there, right over there. 58, right there.
Now Balaj. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson now throwing again into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
Yellow, yellow.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, D.
Watch the ship.
15.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Take 4, take 4.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Watch twist.
Yellow.
Twist. Switch, switch, switch.
They'll give to Williams running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 15.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Hey, check 24. Watch yellow. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he works free. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
And it's 3rd down.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's complete to Grant. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Those are the types of throws that Jackson has to be more efficient with this year. He really put an emphasis on improving his passing accuracy in the offseason because last year as a rookie, 58%, that was it. And his quarterback coach said the ball is coming out of his hand cleaner, the timing looks better. That's what they're hoping for. Everybody knows he can run, but now he continues his quest to be more well-rounded and improve on his conservative 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns he threw for last season. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the ready. 44 is the mic. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Wait a minute. Check, check. Fresno. Yeah. Check safety. Ready.
Balaj. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Focus to Mike. Mike's focus. Focus, defense, focus. Jam him, jam him, jam. Switch. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Kill. Top him. Slam.
They'll run here with Delage. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
49, check 49.
Will. Safety's creeping.
And some space here. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Mike's 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Christian Kirksey leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Buying time and a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Big edge, big edge, big edge. Check 25, check 25, check 99.
And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
A gain of 12 yards. Brings up fourth
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
for the Chiefs.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow.
Protein spell. Check 31. Check 15.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mike. Yellow. Mike. Watch the curl. He's mine. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here I come. Watch out. Hey, 57. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Tighten up. Attack. 22 jet bomber.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Safe.
Hey, 43.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
Bandit.
15.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 15.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute... Inside the 5-yard line, absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, kill, turn up.
He can run for it, and he will. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down past the 30. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 85 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Yellow, 180. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these 57. Mark 20, Mark. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Defense, set the tone, defense, let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's bring it. Check. Crunch. Hey, watch it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, come on, come on.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
1st down, Baltimore.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the...
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And it's 3rd down.
They come out here in the eye. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Switch. Check 37. Check 30. Go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards there. A big one.
15.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I'm going to hit you all day.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch.
Hey, color.
Hey, check Mike 11. Ricky. H3, 218. Chopper.
Hero 15.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, he'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now here's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Chiefs field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Set. 60 out low. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here I come again.
And the blitz does come. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Here we go, D.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Single receiver, single color. Over there, single receiver. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Check right side.
He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Check Mike 11.
Hey, 57, 57.
See me in your... Why? Who? You gonna see me in your nightmares. You gonna take. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill, 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 kill. Check 3, check 3.
And that'll set him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Check it out, read.
Now Mahomes. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
We own them. We own them.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
20, Mike 20. Watch the run, watch that shot. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check, 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 check. Yellow. Mike 20, Mike 20.
He's back to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Target, target. Come back.
Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Alpha. Attack, attack. Hey, let's get it now. Let's get it right now.
To throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Baltimore, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.